Hello kids, once again, it's time for another episode of the Bible, and of course this is an atheist point of view, and I am Josh, and I am that certain atheist with a point of view. So basically the Bible in itself is a fucking joke. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, it's funny, really, it is. Anyway, I'm reading the New International Version of the Bible, from cover to cover, the way it was written, just one chapter at a time per video, because who could stand much more than that, right? Anyway, today I'm at Liberty Park, and got all kinds of strangers around me. I can't smoke outdoors. And even though you can't smoke in the park, I don't give a fuck. Okay! Now, before I even go on, yes, bumper music, right. Okay. Now we're ready to read. And where I left off is Leviticus chapter 13. Oh yes, here it is. Regulations about infectious skin diseases. Regulations about the hives. Alright. Verse 1, the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, when anyone has a swelling or a rash or a bright spot in his skin that may become an infectious skin disease, he must be brought to priest. Brought to Aaron, the priest, or to one of his sons who is a priest. What a joke. Verse 3, the priest is to examine the sore on his skin, and if the hair in the sore has turned white and the sore appears to be more than deep skin, it is an infectious skin disease. And the priests know this how? Because they've had medical training? Oh, they just know. When the priest examines him, he shall pronounce him ceremonially unclean. Gee, I bet you didn't see that one coming. Ceremonially, I pronounce you ceremonially unclean. Oh, God. Verse 4, if the spot on his skin is white but does not appear to be more than skin deep, and the hair in it has not turned white, because there's always hair and scabs, the priest is to put the infected person in isolation for 7 days. What does that come to? Let's see, where do we leave off? Oh yeah, verse 5. On the 7th day, the priest is to examine him, and if he sees that the sore is unchanged and has not spread to the skin, he is to keep him in isolation another 7 days. Fuck! I tried to put makeup over it, or else you go to jail. No, I'm fine, really. It's nothing. Scratch. It's not herpes. Verse 6, on the 7th day the priest is to examine him again, and if the sore is faded and has not spread in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him clean. It is only a rash. I told you it was just a rash. It's just a flesh wound. The man must wash his clothes, and he will be clean. But if the rash does not spread in his skin after he has shown himself to the priest to be pronounced clean, he must appear before the priest again. Lots of visits to the priest. Verse 8, the priest is to examine him, and if the rash has spread in the skin, he shall pronounce him unclean. It is an infectious disease. Told you I have all kinds of people just walking by. Yeah, they give me all kinds of weird looks. Oh well. I care. Verse 9, when anyone has an infectious skin disease, he must be brought to the priest. Okay, we've already established that. Fuck. The priest is to examine him, and if there's a white swelling in the skin that has turned the hair white, he's just getting old. And if there is a raw flesh in the swelling, ew, it is a chronic skin disease, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean. I pronounce you unclean. You think they have a ceremony? He is not to put him in isolation because it is already unclean. Verse 12, the disease breaks out all over his skin, and so far as the priest can see, covers all the skin of the infected person from head to foot. Wow! They're just littered with it! That'd be kind of nasty. Straight up fucking zombie shit. The priest to examine him, and if the disease has covered his whole body, he shall pronounce that person clean. Since it has all turned white, he is clean. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Stupid. Turn white, turn black, you're fucking not clean. What if it turned lavender? just semi-clean? Or maybe red. How about yellow? When the priest sees the raw flesh, he shall pronounce him unclean. The raw flesh is unclean. He has an infectious disease. He has herpes. He has syphilis. Okay. Verse 16, should the raw flesh change and turn white, he must go to the priest. The priest is to examine him, and the sores have turned white. The priest is going to examine him. The priest shall pronounce the infected person clean, and he will be clean. Just like that. Don't fucking matter. Okay. Where am I at? Okay, verse 18. When someone has a boil on his skin and it heals, and in the place where the boil was, a white swelling, a reddish white spot appears, he must present himself to the priest. Nothing's a secret from the priest. Nothing. Your genital wards are not sacred. Verse 20, the priest is to examine it, and if it appears to be more than skin deep, and the hair in it has turned white, the priest shall pronounce him unclean. Again. Top farmers, 5 more times. I don't think we got it yet. It is an infectious skin disease that has broken down where the boil was. But if, when the priest examines it, there is no white hair in it, and it is not more than skin deep and has faded, then the priest is to put him in isolation for 7 days. Ah, shit, you get to go to jail for 7 days. Verse 22, if it is spreading in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is infectious. I pronounce you. Only because the priest didn't wash his hands. Verse 23, but if the spot is unchanged and has not spread, it is only a scar from the boil. Such specific instructions for scabs. And the priest shall pronounce him clean. Fuck, there's more. Christ. This is a long chapter, sorry. Verse 24, then someone has a burn on his skin, and a reddish white or white spot appears to the raw flesh of the burn. The priest is to examine the spot, and if the hair in it has turned white, and it appears to be more than skin deep. Yeah, another weird look. It is an infectious disease that has broken out in burn. The priest shall pronounce him unclean. Yeah, I never saw that one coming. Okay, a couple more times, and I think we almost got it, you know. What did the priest do? He pronounced him unclean. Right. Okay. Verse 26, if the priest examines it and there is a white hair in the spot, and if it is not one skin deep and has faded, then the priest shall put him in isolation for 7 days. Again. Oh my God, they just repeat the same shit over and over again. Fuck. Verse 27, on the 7th day, the priest is to examine him, and if it is spreading in the skin, well, that's what it spread. The priest shall pronounce him unclean. It's not like exactly like they had good medical science back then. It is an infectious skin disease. I mean, they're praying for some fucking healing here. Like that ever fucking worked. If, however, the spot is unchanged and has not spread in the skin but has faded, It is the swelling from the burn, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. He is only a scar from a burn. Oh my God. Okay, verse 29. If a man or a woman has a sore on the head or on the chin, what about the cheek? Maybe the nose even. On the head or on the chin, the priest is to examine the sore, and if it appears to be more than skin deep, and the hair in it is yellow and thin, the priest shall pronounce that person unclean. Yeah, I never saw that coming. It is an itch, an infectious disease of the heart or chin. But if when the priest examines this kind of sore, it does not seem to be more than skin deep, and there is no black hair in it, then the priest is to put the infection person in isolation for 7 days. I could just literally read this paragraph up here, verse 18 to 23, just over and over again. That's what I just read, over and over again. Fuck. Verse 24, on the 7th day the priest is to examine the itch, and if it is not spread in the skin, it appears to be no more than skin deep. Appears to be. Because they're such expert physicians back then, Appears to be skin deep. After it is skin deep, the priest shall pronounce him clean. He must wash his clothes, and he will be clean. But if his itch does spread in the skin after he is pronounced clean, the priest is to examine him, and if the itch has spread in the skin, the priest does not need to look for yellow hair. The person is unclean. Yellow hair? What? Oh, fuck. Biblical MD. Verse 38. Right here. Verse 37. If, however, in his judge it is unchanged and black hair has grown in it, the itch is healed. He's clean, and the priest shall pronounce him clean. I pronounce you clean. Alright, verse 38. When a man or a woman has white spots on the skin, the priest is to examine them, and if the spots are dull white, like they can see the color difference. The dull white is a harmless rash and has broken out on the skin. The person is clean. Pronounce you clean. Verse 40, when a man has lost his hair and is bald, he's clean. You're that chrome domes out there, you're clean. We're just filthy long hairs that are unclean. Okay, verse 41, if he has lost his hair from the front of his scalp and has a bald forehead, he has what we call a skullet. But he is clean. Skullets are clean, guys. They're just wrong to begin with, and according to this, they're clean. But if he has a reddish white shore on his bald head or forehead, it is an infectious disease breaking out on his head or forehead. The priest is to examine him, and if the swollen sore on his head or forehead is reddish-like an infectious disease, because they all look reddish-like. It's herpes, it's reddish-like. The man is diseased and is unclean. The priest shall pronounce him unclean because of the sore on his head. The person with such an infectious disease must wear torn clothes, let his hair be unkept. He must look like a bum. Let his hair unkept cover the lower part of his face and crowd, unclean, unclean! Running up down the streets too. Unclean, I'm a dirty bum! Verse 46, as long as he has the infection, he remains unclean. He must live alone. He must live outside the camp. He must be a hermit. Sure punishment. You must live outside. The crazy Israelites. I don't really see the downside in that. Okay, next paraphrase, regulations about mildew. We don't want too much buildup in the shower and the tile. I didn't even know they had tile bathrooms back then. Okay, verse 47. If any clothing is contaminated with mildew, any woolen or linen clothing, any woolen or knitted material, linen or wool, or any leather of anything made of leather. All right. And if the contamination in the clothing or leather or woven or knitted material or any leather article is greenish or reddish, it is a spreading mildew and must be shown to the priest. Of course. We gotta take it to the priest. Verse 50. The priest is to examine the mildew and isolate the affected article for 7 days. What the fuck is he gonna do? Put it under his microscope? Sure, okay. Oh, Christ. Verse 51, on the 7th day he is to examine it, and if the mildew has spread in the clothing or in the woven or knitted material or the leather, whatever it's used, whatever the fuck it does, we don't care, that's not important. It is a destructive mildew. It's Mildew-nator. Mildew-nator! Are they back on your tile? Okay, let's see where I left off. Oh, here it is. Verse 52. Ants! Shit! Goddamn! Big fuckers, too. Okay, I guess I'm reading faster. Yeah. Verse 52, he must burn up the clothing or the woven or knitted material of wool or linen or any leather article that has the contamination in it. Because the mildew is destructive, the article must be burned up. That's some fierce mildew. Verse 53, but if, when the priest examines it, the mildew has not spread in the clothing or the woven or knitted material or the leather article, he shall order that the contaminated article be washed, and then he is to isolate it for another 7 days. Verse 55, after the infected article has been washed, the priest is to examine it, and if the mildew has not changed its appearance, like he dressed up or something, not changed its appearance, even though it has not spread, it is unclean. Yeah, I bet you never saw that one coming. Burn it with fire, whether the mildew has affected one side or the other. Verse 56, if, when the priest examines it, the mildew has faded after the article has been washed, he's to tear the contaminated part out of the clothing, rip it out, or the leather, or the woven, or knitted material. Verse 57, but if it reappears in the clothing, or in the woven or knitted material, or in a leather article, it is spreading, and whatever has the mildew must be burned with fire. Verse 58, the clothing or the woven or knitted material, or any leather article that has been washed and is rid of the mildew must be washed again, and it will be clean. Isn't there a cycle for that on their, ceremoniously washing machine? Verse 59, and the final fucking verse in this chapter. I know, long one, page and a half. These are the regulations concerning the contamination by mildew in woolen or linen clothing, woven or knitted material, and for any leather article, or for pronouncing them clean or unclean. Let me look. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, kids, once again, this is Josh, and this has been the Bible and an atheist point of view.